What's up, family? Welcome back to a new video, and in today's video you already saw it. We're hanging out here in Newnan, Georgia. Got a new homes alert that I want to show you right now. Sit back, relax, and let's get into the video. All right, y'all, if this is your first time on the channel, allow me to say hello to you and introduce you to the channel. This is Atlanta, Georgia Living, where I take you through different suburbs as well as in town Atlanta, show you what the value proposition is, and also educate you about certain of the suburbs that we have in the area. We do have birds chirping in front of me, so hopefully they're not too loud. So yeah, welcome to the channel. So as a real estate broker here in Atlanta, if you are a buyer or seller and you do not have an agent, feel free to give me a call. Reach out to me. All of my contact information is right in front of you. All right. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to the channel and getting more good value. All right. So today's video is just the same. We're going to walk through this brand new community offered by DRB. All right. And DRB started this community a good bit ago. Right here in Newnan, Georgia. From a location standpoint, Daybreak, which is the name of the community, is located, in a absolutely great area, in my opinion, right across the street from the master plan community Summer Grove here in Newnan, right off of Lower Fayetteville Road. It's adjacent to a grocery store down the street, the Kroger grocery store, about 2 miles from the major hospital here, Piedmont Coweta Hospital. So conveniently located to that, as well as the interstate access. So I myself enjoy this area. I live not too far from here. There's also a trail we have here in Newnan. It's called the Link System. And this community is right off of the Link System. So you can actually go across the road and join the Link System if you're into the outdoor, the cardio, all that good stuff. So what I endeavor to do is take you through this community and show you what the offerings are. If you saw my video back in the day, because that was a while ago, over in Fayetteville, Georgia, that new, well, it's not new anymore, but there was a brand new townhouse community off of Georgia Highway 85, and it had 2 floor plans. This community is exactly the same floor plans, all right? All right, so there's 2 floor plans, and the name of those floor plans are the Landon, or the Landon, L-A-N-D-O-N, and the Lena, L-A-N-A. The Lena is a 3-bedroom, and the Landon is a 4-bedroom, 3 to 4 bedroom, just depends on the specifications. But most of them are spec'd out to be a 4-bedroom with a 1 bedroom on the level of the garage, all right? So yeah, I'm gonna take you through those and show you around. And when we get in the inside, I'll talk more about the community, because it's 95 degrees here in Atlanta right now. And so if you see sweat pouring down my face, that's because this is real. And I'm out here in the summer making a video for you. So just so you know. But what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go into the decorated model home because I think it's important for you to see the scale when it comes to these townhomes. Now, again, I'm gonna still show you one that is available, because I firmly believe that you should not fall in love with the model home, because 9 out of the 10 times the house that you buy, respectfully, ain't gonna feel quite the same on day one as the model, okay? So falling in love with a decorated model is like falling in love with the edited version of someone that you're into, the photographed picture. You ain't gonna get that every day. So the reality is, going into a decorated model home, you're not gonna get that out of the box. So, but I do wanna show you the scale with furniture inside. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go ahead and head into one of the floor plans that are available on the Landon or the Landon, and then we're gonna go into the Lena, hopefully. But the Lenas are still in construction, so there's not so much that we're gonna be able to see, but we may be able to see something, all right? So without further ado, let's get going. If you're liking it so far, hit the button, hit the like button. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and walk in here, take a look in the inside. First thing you'll notice about, I think, and how much of this is actually spec and how much of it is actual like model home decoration, things like this here. So this wall here is not what you would consider to be a standard, meaning the carpentry and things like this. This is just going to be a flat wall, okay? And it's likely going to be the same color as this wall here, all right? So little things like that you're not going to see in your unit. You will have a little coat closet right off of the foyer, which is definitely nice and inviting to see. One of the things I will say that I like about the Landon plan is when you come into the door from downstairs, it feels the same on both sides, the front door as well as the entry door from the garage, which is there, there's space, right? All right, let's take a look at the garage entrance here. This community offers 2-car garages, okay? So that's definitely a benefit being a townhouse, because a lot of the times the trade-off is that townhouse is only gonna have that 1-car garage. So with this one, you do have 2 cars, okay? Which allows you to kind of live more like a house versus a apartment, all right? Let's peek in this bathroom here. This is the full bathroom on the main level that goes with this 4th bedroom downstairs. Now this bedroom downstairs, you can use it as an office, as a flex room, or as a bedroom. So it just depends on how many occupants you have and how much space you need to use for, you know, bedrooms. It's not the largest room, but it will supply space for a queen size bed with decent furniture accessories, like a nightstand and 1 dresser, I think would be about the typical fit. The office is really nice in here. It's really nice. It's got my office looking like I need to do an upgrade. But here is the step-in closet for this bedroom. I love the floors too. Now this floor is likely a standard option on the floor. It's the, I think, 3 or 4 inch LVP planks, which is really nice. And it's also light too. And I think having natural or lighter colors on the floors and the walls are good choices when you're in a smaller space. So here is looking back at the front door. You can see how much openness you have there, which that's one of the drawbacks of a townhouse. Again, it feels a little bit more claustrophobic, most of them, but this one I would tell you it does feel quite open and inviting. All right. Let's have a little wraparound staircase here. And then this is kind of that view coming off the stairs. You got, what is that, 3 or 4 steps up from the last, or from the top of the first climb. But here is the pan of the kitchen. Real nice. I mean, it does not feel like a townhouse in this kitchen. This kitchen is probably larger than some single family homes, especially in comparable price points. All right, so pricing for this community will be, and I'm gonna give you a range because the pricing will change as the community or the units are sold. So this community will range from about $371,000 up to about $415,000, okay? Right now there are options down in the 370s, which you'll see when we go out on site to take a look at the available offerings, okay? But again, the kitchen is definitely nicely appointed and equipped with storage space and a decent pantry here. I mean, this is a 5 shelf pantry that, you know, with a townhouse would, it should be able to handle the amount of storage for as many people that a 4-bedroom house should be able to hold. 42-inch cabinets. You do have the suspended range hood, which I like. And the community will be electric cooking. All right. And you also get that gourmet stacks there. So really nicely done in the kitchen, I will say. For under $400,000, I mean, this is super modern. And you also have a little bit of a peninsula overhang as well down here in Newnan, Georgia. Newnan, talking about the area, Newnan, Georgia is growing significantly. All right, just in my 3 years of living in Newnan, I've seen things change. I've seen businesses open where you're failing to really see the line between Peachtree City and Newnan now. I mean, it's all, Sharpsburg is just getting swallowed up right there in the middle, but it's just stretching out. So if you're looking for an area that is growing, that businesses are coming in and, you know, bringing in new opportunities, then Newnan should definitely be a city to consider. All right. So carrying on with the listing here. Here we go. We got a powder room here for your guest, which is nice. There's no window in here, but it's right off of the living room with tons of light. So really nice. And then you have another little storage closet here. You know, being a townhouse, that's one of the trade-offs, again, storage. But I really love this living room space. You can see it, you know, I mean, it's got a huge 3-seater plus 2 chairs. So you could do a regular couch and a love seat and it will handle it okay. Or a medium-sized sectional. I wouldn't say super large, but decent amount of furniture space. All right, little cutout there. They're using it for a little wine cellar. So I guess if you're into wine, you could duplicate that. And then again, the stairs wraps around again, which is nice. It kind of breaks that stride up a little bit, which is nice. Okay, and coming up to the second level, this is what you'll see. Like I said, I love those floors. We'll go ahead and take care of the secondary rooms first. Secondary rooms are right in the front of the unit, which gives the primary bedroom a sense of privacy. So with this one, they're doing like a day bed setup. The rooms are not super large, but if you have twin size beds or a day bed or a queen maximum, you'll be okay in these secondaries. I would say a full size would be best for the secondaries, but yeah. And then here's one of the closets here. This is just a regular step in. It's kind of elevated here off the ground. Okay, so it's raised a bit. Why? I don't know. Maybe a plumbing concern that they're making room for piping. But here is the secondary. Now this one has a full size bed for context and scale. And beautiful natural light in here. Really nice room. I mean, I don't know who would, you know, come sleep in this room. You're like, oh, I hate it. I mean, this is actually nice. They've done a great job with showing you what the potential is. That's the whole purpose of the decorated model, is just to show you how it can be if you desire to have it set up this way. And then this is also another step-in closet, but it does not have the raised little area there, so it's just a regular floor, which is nice. I like the contour or the contrast with the darker doors as well, especially looking at the outside. Now again, we'll have to check and see if that's standard. When we go into the available units, what we see is what we're gonna get. So we'll get that answer confirmed there. Just a normal washer and dryer, little closet, and then you have room for linen here, okay? And then we'll peek into this bedroom or this bathroom here. You have, get me a little bit there, but it's okay. You have a full bath. I'll go ahead and get you inside and you can see the tub. All right, so here we go. You can see it does have the fiberglass enclosure, nothing fancy. You're still under 500. on price. So I wouldn't expect to see floor to ceiling ceramic tile in this price point. Okay, so it's a nice cozy bathroom. So as we can see behind this door, you do have a little bit of a cutout there for storage. You could put like a little slim cabinet there or some shelves to come flush with the door trim or something of that nature, just to give you a little bit more storage space. All right, so as we come out of the secondary, we'll go into, or the bathroom, we'll go into the primary bedroom. The primary bedroom is definitely decorated to the T in the decorated model. But for purpose of scale and size, we're looking at a king size bed in here. So I'm gonna get you a full on shot of the bed. So you'll be able to see that. Beautifully got space on both sides to be able to roam around the bed. And then behind the door, you will have your primary closet. Now, all of these, again, going back to falling in love, getting the illusion, getting all the emotions going, right? This room is absolutely beautiful. I mean, all the way down to the doggone wallpaper on the ceiling. You're not gonna have that in your unit. So look past those things and focus on the canvas, focus on the size and the space, because that's what's gonna translate or go to you as the new owner of the property. But definitely from a visual, potential standpoint, you can see if you were to do these things, how it would look, okay? And then this particular model does have a nice view of that stormwater retention pond. So I'm gonna go ahead and get you in the bathroom and show you the bathroom up close. All right, so we do have the walk-in shower. There's no tub in this bathroom, all right? But it does have the double vanities, which that's pretty standard in 2025 standards. It is a 42-inch cabinet, so it's at waist level for the average person. And it does have a huge window in here. So it's allowing more natural light in, which I think is very, very, very important. Natural light is like our thing in the world. We can't have enough of it, okay? So that is pretty much the Landon floor plan, all, decked out and furnished. So let's go ahead now, transition over back into the neighborhood, and I'm going to show you one of the ones that are available for sale, or I'll give you all of the pricing, and you'll get to see that one to determine if it will be a good fit for you. Okay. So yeah, let's do that. If you're liking the video, if you have questions also, go ahead and drop them down below. We have 2 more videos or 2 more units to see. And yeah, we put a wrap on today's video. But I will tell you that they have already sold quite a few. There is gonna be 141 units in the community. And I'll give you more specs on HOA and things of that nature here as we get to the next one. All right, y'all, so here we are. We're on site or outside here, taking a look around, and I'm gonna show you the first opportunity here. All right, we're gonna let this dump truck pass us by because it's quite noisy. All right, so the first unit I want to bring to your attention is going to be here on the end. All right, it's an end unit. It's still available for sale. The price of it is $416,000. I'll put the specifications on the screen. You see that little black or gray, the bump out is what we call it. That gives you a little bit more space in the living room, believe it or not. All right, so that is why this one is as expensive as it is, as well as the fact that it is a end unit. Okay, there are a few more which I'll show you here, and as I was telling you in the decorated model, how the pricing scale fluctuates. So the second to the last unit down here without that bump out, so just that smooth area with the windows, that one is priced at $363,000. So you can see how much they fluctuate between the two. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of this one real quick. We're not gonna go through the full property because we just did that, and it's the same floor plan as the decorated model, but I wanna show you what I meant by not falling in love with the model, okay? So, oh my God, it's so nice and refreshing in here with the air. But this is the inside of the property, right? So you can see you don't have all of that beautiful carpentry work, all of those accented wall colors. It's very cookie cutter, okay? Let's go ahead and run upstairs and show you the kitchen area. Again, you'll see very much standard cookie cutter type look, but definitely clean. One of the things we can say that we learned from the decorated model is the floors and how it works with different colors and things of that nature. But again, still an absolutely beautiful unit. You know, so that, you know, that's my point. Go into these, look at the one that you're actually gonna buy, fall in love with that one, okay? So yeah, let me show you the back side of the community. I'm gonna point at the window real quick just to show you which building we're gonna go to. I don't know if we'll be able to get it. It's so doggone hot out there. But we're gonna head to this building right here, okay? And you'll be able to see the tree line where that building kind of sits behind, adjacent to Lower Fayetteville Road. So yeah, we'll go ahead and show you that one, and then that will also show you that second floor plan that they have. It's called the Lena. And what I've learned with the Lena is it's basically the same floor plan with the differences of downstairs it's just a study and not a actual bedroom, okay? This is the patio area here. So as you can see, it's literally just the size of like step out and maybe have 1 chair to 2 chairs or something like that. But you're not gonna have a full outside patio area. But yeah, the Lena, one of the other differences is the fact outside of that studio is that you enter the property on the second level. So the door is actually on this level compared to the ground level, okay? So you'll be able to see that. But the bedrooms, the sizes of the bedrooms are very much similar, the same as the Landon. Just the only difference is that study and that the entrance to the unit is actually on level number 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and get over there and we'll put a wrap on today's video. All right, so here we go. We're walking back up to the Landon. I keep saying the Landon, y'all. Pray for me. The Lena. So this is the back side of the Lena. We're gonna go into unit 309. Also, variations of cabinets. This community has a variations of white and gray cabinetry, okay? Just to kind of give you that context. But this is the back side of the Lena. You'll see we're going into the garage here, and whereas the Landon that I first showed you, we would be walking through the front door there. So that's the first difference, is this one, the entrance is on level number 2. So this one is not quite finished at all, but this is the study. So you can see and then that's the view of that side of the wall. So you still have a linen closet, a full bathroom down here, and a study. And then when we go upstairs, it looks familiar to the Landon, okay? Same ordeal, but just the fact that the entry door is on level 2. Give you a spin here, so you have the same kitchen appointment, same amount of space in the kitchen for your dining table, same amount of space for the pantry. Okay. And then upstairs, as I said, are exactly the same, but I'll just give you a quick little walk. So, you know, we had that bathroom there, and then we had our 2 secondary rooms up front, facing the front of the property. Same thing. And you can see the rooms look super small when they are not furnished. So it is a good idea with townhomes to see the decorations there. Also, we're getting a different variation. I can't really show you too much because they have it covered, but the hardwood floors or the LVP is darker, okay? So it's our bathroom there. And then we come into the primary bedroom. So still the same size as the Landon. Still got the window. Everything is still the same. It's just the fact that that entry door is on level number 2 opposed to level number 1. Okay, so let me just pop you in and show you the great cabinets so you can kind of see what that looks like there, and then that'll be it, y'all. But the HOA for this community is $175 per month. And unfortunately, that does not include any pool or tennis courts or playground areas. However, I'm not 100% sure if it includes any of the utilities like internet or water or things of that nature. I know recently they've been doing a lot with the internet roll-ins included in the HOA dues. So we'll have to figure that out to see if this community is doing it that way. But here is the entrance here this is the Lena. So this is what it feels like coming in from the front door. And you can see that tree line area there. In front of this unit is Lower Fayetteville Road. That tree line buffer will remain in place for a sense of privacy. And there will be grass planted leading up to the tree line. So that is the situation there. So we just left the Lena, so I'm not gonna go upstairs on this one. It's the same one as we just saw, which is upstairs the same as the Landon. But I wanted to show you these gray cabinets. All right, so you can kind of see what that looks like. I prefer the white because it definitely makes the space a lot more airy, the white, and open. So you can do with it what you please when it comes to the colors inside of your unit, okay? But here is the patio for this one, and you can kind of see it gives you a little bit more of a courtyard vibe, courtyard feel to the neighborhood, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and put a wrap on the video today. I really hope you've enjoyed taking a look at Daybreak to see what they have to offer here. If you're interested in any of the communities or units here at Daybreak, feel free to reach out to me. All of my contact information is in front of you. I'd love to set up a consultation to get your home search started. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope you've learned a lot about Daybreak here in Newnan, Georgia. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.